Beneath the murky waters of the Amazon, a deadly world is silently at work. Giant pythons, predatory fish, electric eels, and ancient crocodiles are always waiting for an opportunity. Don't forget to leave a comment below with your thoughts, like, and subscribe to the channel to give us more motivation. Every year when the monsoon rains arrive in South America, the Amazon River rises and engulfs the forests along its banks. Trees, roots, and swamps transform into a vast, murky labyrinth of water, where countless creatures seek shelter and food. But beneath that seemingly calm surface lies a world of danger. Fish swim through submerged tree trunks, water birds land in shallow areas, and predators silently lurk in the shadows. In the Amazon during the flood season, water is a source of life, but it is also a battlefield. Just a moment of carelessness, and any creature that steps into the water can become prey. In the midst of the murky labyrinth of the Amazon during flood season, there is a colossal shadow that almost never reveals its entire body. That's the green anaconda, one of the heaviest snakes in the world, and also one of the most fearsome predators underwater in South America. On land, anacondas are not very fast movers. Its massive size made every movement slow and cumbersome. But when it slid into the water, everything changed completely. The muddy river became its territory. Its massive form silently blended into the mud, moss, and darkness beneath the deep, submerged tree roots. The most terrifying thing about the anaconda isn't its speed, but its near-perfect ability to camouflage itself. Its eyes and nostrils are positioned high on top of its head, allowing it to float very close to the water's surface, almost undetectable. Most of the body remained submerged, with only a very small area visible amidst the calm surface of the river. From that ambush position, it could observe all movements around it. A water bird landed too close. A large fish swam across the tangle of tree roots. A capybara wades through shallow water. Or even a small crocodile leaving its hiding place in search of food. They can all become prey. Anacondas don't need to chase or attack noisily. It just lay there waiting, patiently, silently, and almost motionless. Above the water's surface, the forest remained peaceful. The branches swayed in the wind. Birdsong echoed in the distance. But beneath the mud, a long, heavy figure was silently moving. When its prey gets within the right distance, the anaconda strikes in an instant. The anaconda's head shot out of the water, its sharp, curved teeth sinking into its prey. Instantly, the gigantic body coiled up, tightening its grip with tremendous force. It doesn't need venom. It kills with pressure. The more the prey struggles, the tighter the constricting grip becomes, until all movement disappears beneath the murky water. And if you haven't already hit like, you're probably making this situation even more tense. On the Amazon River, the water's edge is a place fraught with risk. At that moment, a small creature slowly approached the shore, completely unaware that the calm water before it was merely a perfect camouflage. No noise, no unusual ripples. Just beneath the murky mud, a green anaconda lies waiting. In the murky waters of the Amazon, not all creatures survive thanks to their enormous size. Some species rely on their razor-sharp teeth, and the red-bellied piranha is one of the most fearsome. Piranhas typically live in groups in murky rivers, where mud and tree roots obscure visibility. Their bodies aren't large, but their jaws are extremely dangerous, with sharp teeth that can tear apart prey very quickly. Although often portrayed as deranged killers, in real life they are not just ferocious predators. They are also important scavengers for the Amazon, feeding on dead fish, animal carcasses, insects, and other weak creatures that are no longer able to protect themselves. When the dry season arrives, the water recedes, living space shrinks, and food becomes scarce. Piranhas are extremely sensitive to blood, and even the slightest movements underwater. In the murky waters of the Amazon, a wounded fish is struggling. A piranha appeared. Then more came along. In an instant, the entire pack swarmed and surrounded their prey. But piranhas aren't Amazon's only fear. Beneath the surface lies the arapaima, pirarucu, one of the world's largest freshwater fish, measuring over 2 meters in length and possessing scales as hard as armor. Unlike piranhas, arapaima rely on size and strength for survival. It can also surface to breathe air in oxygen-poor waters. On one side were schools of small fish with sharp teeth. On one side is the armored giant. Both are symbols of Amazon's incredible adaptability. In the dark, deep waters of the Amazon, an ancient predator lies in silent slumber. That's the black caiman, one of the largest predatory reptiles in the Amazon region. With its powerful physique, dark skin, and cold eyes visible above the water's surface, it almost blended in with the river's darkness. Like the anaconda, the black caiman doesn't need to show off its strength with long chases. It hid itself beneath the murky water, only revealing its eyes and nostrils above the surface of the river. The rest of the body sank deep below, motionless like a log drifting silently. But once the prey gets close enough, that tranquility instantly turns into a nightmare. The jaws of the black caiman are incredibly strong, capable of locking onto large prey in an instant. Once it has bitten its prey, it doesn't let go. But in the Amazonian kingdom, the black caiman is not the only ambusher. Sharing its territory is the green anaconda, a giant shadow also lurking beneath the water's surface. Both are patient assassins. Both know how to turn silence into a deadly weapon. In the Amazon, even the most fearsome people are never truly safe. In the dark brown water, a young caiman is slowly swimming through an area of submerged tree roots. It thought it was in control of these waters. With their tough skin, powerful jaws, and fearsome ambush instincts, caimans are a terror to many riverside creatures. But it didn't know that beneath the murky mud, a green anaconda was lying in wait. Only its eyes and nostrils were visible above the water's surface, while its enormous body remained hidden deep within the murky water, silent and motionless. As the caiman swam too close, the water surface suddenly exploded. The anaconda lunged forward, clamped its jaws onto its opponent, and quickly coiled its body around it. The caiman struggled violently, thrashing its tail and sending mud and water flying, trying to turn its body and use its powerful jaws to counterattack. But all escape routes were locked. Each constriction of the python grew stronger. The caiman's tough skin could protect it from small bites, but it couldn't withstand the tremendous crushing pressure. The more it struggled, the tighter the grip became, until the turbulent water gradually calmed down. Ultimately, the former assassin was gradually consumed. In the Amazon, no predator stays at the top forever. Today, the caiman has stepped into the wrong waters, and beneath that silent surface of the river, the anaconda was the victor. Behind the fearsome appearance of Amazonian aquatic creatures lies an incredibly important role. They not only hunt prey, but also help maintain the balance of the entire ecosystem. Anacondas control the populations of waterfowl, large fish, and riparian animals. Piranhas clean up dead fish, weak fish, and decaying organisms, helping to keep the river cleaner. Arapaima demonstrate extraordinary adaptability, surviving in oxygen-poor waters by surfacing to breathe air. Each species is dangerous in its own way, but also holds an irreplaceable position. In the Amazonian ecosystem, no organism exists without purpose. In the previous section, we witnessed how the predators of the Amazon rainforest decide life and death in just a few short seconds. But today, we will leave the Amazon and go to an even harsher land. The dry season is covering the African savanna. Many small ponds have disappeared due to the prolonged heat wave. The animal herds were forced to congregate around the remaining rivers in order to survive. That is where life converges. But it is also where the most dangerous predators are waiting. Because beneath that seemingly calm, murky water, an ancient assassin is still watching in the shadows. And this time, the targets that appeared were neither antelopes nor zebras. It is the largest land animal on the planet. A confrontation between crocodiles and elephants is about to begin. Far away on the horizon, a herd of African elephants is slowly making its way towards the river. The heavy footsteps shook the dry, barren ground. Leading the pack is an adult female guiding the entire group toward a water source during the dry season. Elephants are the largest land animals on the planet. An adult male can weigh up to 14,000 pounds. Their strong trunks, long tusks, and immense strength make them virtually unrivaled in nature once they reach adulthood. Lions, hyenas, and many other predators typically target only young or old elephants. For most of the time, elephants are the giants that dominate the savanna. But as we move down to the water's edge, they are entering the territory of a completely different predator. Beneath the murky waters near the shore, Nile crocodiles lie motionless. They spotted the elephant herd from a great distance and patiently waited. The crocodile understands that an adult elephant is too large an opponent to risk a direct confrontation with. But even within the herd, there are still young animals that are protected in the center of the formation, smaller, slower, and more easily separated from the herd. And with just one wrong move, the hunt can begin. The elephants slowly made their way down to the river during the dry season. The tentacles continuously suck in water and spray it onto their bodies, while the young are protected within a circle of adults. The water became turbulent due to dozens of gigantic bodies, but beneath the murky surface of the river, the crocodiles patiently waited. Then the opportunity arose. A young elephant accidentally separated from its herd. Immediately, a large crocodile leaped out of the water and bit its target. The noise caused the entire herd of elephants to react immediately. The adults quickly rush forward, forming a protective circle around the young. Under pressure from the entire pack, the crocodile gradually lost its advantage. Eventually, it had to let go and dive back into the water, while the baby elephant was brought to safety. Press like if you also believe that the most fearsome strength of elephants lies not in their size, but in the unity of the entire herd. Leave the crocodile's territory. Now it's time to track one of Africa's most agile predators, the leopard. The early morning casts a golden glow over the African savanna. Low thorny bushes and rocky mounds cast long shadows on the ground. Everything seemed peaceful, but in the sparse forest in the distance, a predator is silently observing every movement. That's a leopard. Big cats are renowned for their mystery, patience, and incredible ability to blend in. Most of the time, they operate in absolute silence, and many prey only realize its presence when it's too late. Leopards are one of Africa's most versatile predators. An adult individual can weigh up to 200 pounds. They have a muscular build, are extremely flexible, and possess excellent tree climbing abilities. Its strong jaws allow it to easily subdue a wide variety of prey. Unlike cheetahs, which rely on explosive speed, leopards hunt their prey through stealth, patience, and surprise attacks. From monkeys, warthogs, and small antelopes to large antelopes, they can all become targets of this predator. What makes leopards particularly dangerous is not their speed. It lies in the ability to reach the target with virtually no risk of detection. It often uses bushes, rocks, and tree shadows to conceal its body. Every step taken in approaching the target was carefully calculated. The prey is often completely unaware of the danger that is so close, and when the opportunity arises, the hunt can end in just a few seconds. In the distance, an impala was engrossed in grazing. The leopard pressed its body close to the ground and silently closed the distance. Then, unexpectedly, it burst out of its hiding place with explosive speed. Impala panicked and tried to run away, but it was too late. The ambush ended in just a few moments. After a successful hunt, the leopard drags its prey up a tree to prevent lions or hyenas from stealing its meal. As the sun gradually sets behind the savanna, it quietly disappeared back into the dark bushes. Noruar. Not flashy. All that remained was the silence of one of Africa's most perfect predators. Comment number 0. If you also believe that leopards are the masters of ambush in the savanna, In the vast grasslands of Africa, a herd of buffalo moves slowly in the morning sun. More than 200 individuals are gathered together as a unified group, forming one of the most powerful forces of the savanna. In the distance, amidst the tall, golden grass, a few pairs of eyes silently followed their every move. These were lions, the top predators in this area. On the African savanna, not many animals make lions think twice before attacking. But buffalo are a remarkable exception. With their massive bodies, powerful horns, and incredible fighting spirit, buffaloes have long been known as one of the most dangerous opponents for lions. Today, a clash between two powerful forces is about to take place. Can Africa's most fearsome predators take down this giant living fortress? The herd of buffalo continued towards the nearby water source. The adults lowered their heads to graze, while the young ones walked close to the middle of the group for protection. The African buffalo is one of the most dangerous animals on the continent. An adult male can weigh up to over 2,000 pounds and possess superior strength. Despite their massive size, they can still reach speeds of up to 35 miles per hour when necessary. More importantly, wild buffalo do not easily run away from danger. Unlike antelopes or zebras, which often choose to flee, buffaloes are sometimes willing to confront predators directly. That's what makes them both attractive and extremely dangerous prey. Hidden beneath the low bushes, the lions silently observed the herd of buffalo ahead. Every small movement of the buffalo herd is closely monitored. The ideal target is always an old, weak, injured individual, or a young buffalo that has inadvertently strayed from the herd's protective circle. Can you imagine waiting for hours on end just for a single chance? A male buffalo suddenly accelerated, charging straight towards the pride of lions. The predators immediately had to jump to avoid being hit. Soon after, many other buffaloes joined the counterattack. The pounding of hooves echoed across the grassland as the entire herd advanced in unison to protect their young. The lions gradually lost their advantage. Every attempt to reach their target was thwarted. The collective strength of the buffalo herd has proven effective. After several tense minutes, the lions gradually abandoned their intention to attack. They retreated step by step from the dangerous area. There was no longer any opportunity to approach the prey. The buffalo herd maintained a tight formation. The buffalo calf has returned to a safe position surrounded by its fellow buffaloes. The adults continued to observe until the lion pride had completely withdrawn. Today, the wild buffalo are the victors. No prey was caught. No members were left behind. The unity of the entire herd defeated the most formidable predators of the savanna. Today, the buffalo herd successfully protected its weakest member. But tomorrow, the predators will reappear, because in this harsh land, the struggle for survival never truly ends. Share your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to follow more fascinating survival battles on the African savanna.